Okay, so I want to do like an Inyan on Chanuka, which is from my Rosh Hashiva, Rav Shaimek Zatzal. Picture right over here, Rabbi Sai. Okay. You can't see it? Okay. So he has a sefer, he didn't write it himself, called Mishmeres Chaim. And Mishmeres Chaim is a collection of his questions and answers which he used to give the Olam on a Thursday night. Thursday night, the Rashiva used to come and ask a question, and then he wouldn't give the answer till the following week. So everyone was tumulting and hacking backwards and forwards, and he was a very big fan of this, because I remember Rav Shaimek very much saying many times how a person has to take his learning with him. And it's not always are you in the base medrash. I mean, you're mostly in the base medrash, but not always are you going to be in the base medrash. There are certain times of the day that you're not in the base medrash, but you should take the base medrash with you. So you always say, before you close the Gemara, think of a question. And this one, when you're munching on the schnitzel, there's something to think about. So this is what these questions and answers were all about, was the different interesting questions, lomdas and inyonim of moyadim and of different halachas, and some of them are very, very interesting. So I just want to point out one. I saw many of them, but one I want to point out, which is very, very interesting, and that is on Inyonei Chanukah, obviously. I'm going to read you like this. I'm b'sfas emes. Right, the sfas emes in Shabbos Chofala from the base brings down the Zeleshone. Listen to the words of the Heilige Sfas emes. V'yesh layin b'hod ner echod ish ubeisai. Right, the Gemara tells us that me'ikar hadin, how many candles do you have to light on Chanukah? Only one, right? You have to uner ish ubeisai, right? There's a shayla exactly how you worked it out. Is it one person for the whole household, or is it every person in the household? Okay, we're not going to go into that, but that's the pashtus. Ner echad ish ubeisai. I ha mitzvah ner echad bebayis k'may mezuzah. Is it like when you light candles of menorah of Chanukah? Is it like mezuzah? Ukumoyne Shabbos, and is it like Shabbos candles? The chol shehidlik l'shem Shabbos, af shehidlik misha hoya dai oynema da mitzvah kol odom and at the balabayis moitzial kol bnei beisai. In other words, is it the pshat that one person has to light? Is it the pshat that really everyone has to light? Or is it the pshat that really everyone has to light, but really only one person is might see everyone? Right? In other words, is the chiyuv on one person, or is the chiyuv on every individual, but it happens to be one person lights? Okay, is that clear? Hello? You got that? In other words, again, is it the pshat that every single person is obligated to light? Just one person does it for everyone, like we do in yeshiva. Right? We discussed this. Who discussed this? Yeah. Who discussed this recently? Was it you? That really everyone has a chiyuv. Yeah, you. Every single person in every block on this yeshiva has a chiyuv to light candles. You know that? Yeah. It just happens to be that one person lights for everyone. Shabbos. Right, for Shabbos. Yeah. Is it like that? Or is it pshat? No, there's a chiyuv on the house. Umuvar de pshitele, l'sfas emes. It's obvious and simple to the sfas emes. The gabei neiris Shabbos hachivu al rak alabayis. What is the obligation on neiris Shabbos? The household. The house has to have Neiris Shabbos. There's no obligation on every single individual. The house has to have a light. The house has to have Neiris Shabbos. V'rak gabi Neiris Chanukah mesafkele. By Chanukah, the Sfas emes had a sofek, whether it's on every person individually or it's on the household. Ulam tzorich in. Fact, Rav Shaimek Zatzal, I don't understand. Bechiluk hadova, what's the difference? To Maishno Neiris Shabbos, why is Neiris Shabbos different? Shepshitele, that it was obvious to the Sfas emes, sha'achiv ala bayis meneiris Chanukah from Neiris Chanukah shemesavkele. Right? Okay. So this is basically what he's asking. Why is it that by Shabbos, the Sfas emes held it was poshut that the obligation to light Shabbos candles is on the bayis, not on every single individual, but on the household. Whereas by Chanukah, he had a sofek. Is it on every single individual, or I lit menorah in the house, one person lit, we're yaitza. That's the shayla. Just before we move on to the answers, does anybody have an idea what the chilek could be? After all, this is what his questions are all about. What would the chilek be? Why is it, at the end of the day, Rashi tells us Masechta Shabbos, when the Gemara says, "Harogil b'neh having a bonim tamidei chachamim." What does that mean? That if a person always lights candles, he'll have good children. Zug Rashi, what does it mean ner? What does it mean candles? It means ner Shabbos and ner Chanuka. So they're basically the same idea. So why is it that the Sfas Emes, when it came to Shabbos candles is a din on the bias, din on the house. One person lights, over. I'm done. Whereas by Chanukah, we're not sure. Is it a din bias or is it a din on every single person? Can anybody think of a chinuch? Anything?
You have to be there.
What would the chinuch be? Why is it that by Shabbos the Sfas Emes said it's on the house, and why is it by Chanukah he's not sure if it's on the house or the individual? What's the difference? Can anyone think of a difference?
If women
okay. Now, what would be the difference? Think of anything? Any idea what the difference means? Listen to this beautiful idea. But Bira Chiluk, I'll tell you the idea, the difference. Says Sheinberg. The Gabi Neres HaShabbos Hachivu Mitzad HaToitzah Shoya Neres Delukim Bebeisai B'Shabbos Mishum Oni Shabbos Shom Bayis. Why do we light Shabbos candles? What's the purpose of Shabbos candles?
Purpose?
Mm-hmm.
For the woman to bless up the children.
No. Although that's a beautiful thing, but no. What's the reason for Shabbos candles? Why do we light Shabbos candles? No. No? Somebody. Hello? Anybody? People on Turning Time are screaming out the answers. Ah! The Gemara says, Mishum Shalom Beisai. Shalom Yikoshel. You want the area to be light so you don't stumble and fall. Rashi says you won't enjoy your food if you don't see it. Gemara Numa. And therefore, what is the reason of Shabbos candles? The Teitzah. What's the Teitzah? The result. What's the result we're looking for? An illuminated house. Did you light the house? Yeah. So why does everyone else have to do it? They don't. Because somebody lit up the house. What happens if your Shabbos candles go out before Shabbos? What happens if a woman lit candles and the wind came and blew it out? So she's already become Shabbos. But you're there. Do you have to light it? Yeah. Why? For this reason. It's true that she did a Maisad Laka. Yes, she lit the candles. But if we're looking for the result, you have to relight. Why? What do you mean she lit candles? I don't have to do anything. No! The whole reason you lit candles is so that the house would be light. And if they went out, it's not light anymore. Then maybe you have to relight it. Of course the Sfas Emes held that there's no obligation on every single individual. That's the pshat. If you lit L'Shem Shabbos, it's fine. Because the idea is the Teitzah, the result. What's the result? The house is lit. Maybe one person has to light. Masha'en came b'neiros Chanukah hadlaka oisa mitzvah. Machlokes on the Gemara, but we paskin that hadlaka is the mitzvah. V'hainu sha mitzvah hu a ma'isa hadlaka. What is the mitzvah of Ner Chanukah? To have a light in your house? No. To light the candle. Did you light it? Did you do the ma'isa mitzvah hadlaka? Yes. You don't have to relight it if it went out. If it went out, you don't have to relight it. That's halacha. If your menorah went out 10 seconds after you lit it, you have to relight it? No. Why? Because you did the Maisa Mitzvah. The Maisa Mitzvah is the lighting. Keep it to Kva Osa Maisa Laka. Yeah, I don't have a lit candle. I don't need the lit candle. I need to light. The lighting is the mitzvah. That's why Mistabek Sfas Emes Laima. The obligation is on every single person. At least he had a suffix. The kibbutz the mitzvah who are like gaver lasos ma'isad laka. Over here, the mitzvah of Chanukah is to do the ma'isad laka. Shapi yeshloim the chalachi ma'isad laka kol gaver v'gavro. Zuglev Sheinberg, beautiful. What's pshat in the Sfas Emes? Again, Sfas Emes led by Shabbos is a din on the bias. One person lit. Yaitze gewein. Mashiach by Chanukah is nicht azoi. By Chanukah he has a suffix. Is it every person in the house? Why? Because by Shabbos the din is that there should be light in your house. So one person did it, so it's yaitze. It's done. No one else has to do it. Mashiach by Chanukah, where the din is the hadlaka is the mitzvah. So just because I did it doesn't mean you did it. You didn't do it yet. But maybe you still have to do it. That's why the Sfas had a suffix over here. Okay, everybody said that is the inyan that I wanted to discuss. when it comes from this beautiful Sefer Mishmeres Chaim. Be'ez Hashem.